Hi, my name is Angela Tellez, and this is my midterm project for WST 460, Women in the Body. This is the fall session B semester of 2015. Today I wanted to talk about gender and how we have defined gender and how we have created this version of gender that has been equivalent or equated to the sex of a person. So let us start off with the definitions or the way society has defined sex and gender. Now, the sex of a person is the physical makeup of a boy or a girl. So when the child is born, the physician looks at the baby and says, oh, you have a penis, therefore you are male. That's your Y chromosome characteristics, physical characteristics that are defined as male. And then you have, you're born and you have a vagina, and that's your physical characteristics that define the XX chromosome makeup, and you are considered female. So that's the sex definition, biological definition of sex. And so we have in society equated sex and gender as being the same, when in reality gender is a learned behavior, a learned category in which we define people. And we have created these definitions or stereotypes of what is male gender and what is female gender. So one person who has studied this is a gender theorist. Her name is Judith Butler, and when I took a previous class, I really liked the video that we were given about her definitions of gender and how we create these roles. And what she stated was, gender is a performance, something we do, not something we are. So what she's saying is, in society, we've created these definitions again of how a male is supposed to act and how a female is supposed to act and be. And if you are not performing in this function, you are now not considered male, or you're considered outside the norm. Same goes with female. So society has created this expectation of males where you are supposed to be tough, you're supposed to be the breadwinner, you are supposed to be manly in the way that you approach subjects or the work environment, no emotions. It's all a very masculine, machismo type of approach to life, to a problem, to relationships, to anything. So you have to be tough. You can't cry. You have to have the best jobs to take care and provide for your family. You have to be the protector. You have to know how to fix cars and so forth, guns and hunting and military and, engineering and so forth. So we've created these categories that are associated with men. And then on the opposite side, we have created these categories and characteristics that are associated with females, which are soft and feelings and the mother, you have to take care of your family, and you um, are not very good athletically. You don't have to know cars, you don't have to know how to fix something mechanical, or anything, of that type of nature, because the men will do it. So we've created this vulnerability of a female because the men will take care of them. And that's what society has created in gender. And that's what we push onto kids and adults, and especially babies when they first start out. We begin to separate them and treat them differently because that's what you're supposed to do. So gender has been socially constructed. We have created these ways in which we define the male and female. Now, what Judith has been telling us, or has been alluding to, is that all these characteristics are all performing. We've created these definitions, and we are expecting that if you have the physical makeup of a male, you are expected to perform in this function. And again, physical makeup of a female, you are supposed to perform in this way. So if you're not athletic and mechanically inclined, and you are sensitive, then you are not considered male or man in our society. And that's where we, as a society, punish the person for not conforming. And the same with female. If you're not sensitive, and you are assertive, and you don't want to have a family, you don't want to get married, you are no longer fitting into the category of female in society's eyes, because you are choosing not to perform the way society expects you to, and has developed this entire system to push you in the direction of what they define as male and female, the performance. And so when we meet those type of people that kind of go against the grain of society, we tend to find ourselves in conflict, and it becomes difficult for us to accept that somebody is not the way we define them. And that's where homosexuality or lesbianism, those type of interactions are more fought against by the majority of people, because they are not considered normal. They're not considered performing in the expected way of gender definition in society's eyes. But actually, gender is the true gender identity is who you are internally. Whether you feel that your tendencies go one way or the other, whatever category you fit into, that is your true identity, your gender identity. And society has started to become more accepting of a variation. And as our generations are exposed and given information and educated on different types of people and different types of lives, and I think we will eventually move gender, or move it out of the category, or at least blur the lines a little bit from what society has defined. But we have generations upon generations that have lived with this definition and have really instilled the categorization. And so as we move on to newer generations that are accepting and are exposed and again educated to lifestyles other than what they are fed as normal, gender will be defined by who you are as a person versus equating it to the sex of a person. So I believe that I have another video to talk about, so I will see you in a minute. Thank you.